now I have the honor of introducing our chief guest, Professor Chetan Singh Solanki, widely known as the Solar Man of India. He is a professor at IIT Bombay, founder of the Energy Swaraj Foundation, and a global leader in solar photovoltaic and renewable energy. Professor Solanki has dedicated his life to the philosophy of Energy Swaraj, energy by locals for locals, empowering communities to adopt clean, decentralized solar solutions. His innovations have brought solar power to schools, homes, and enterprises, ensuring sustainable and inclusive energy access. In a truly extraordinary commitment, Professor Solanki has left his home for 11 years and is living in a solar-powered bus, traveling across India on the Energy Swaraj Yatra to spread awareness about climate change and energy self-reliance. Through this mission, he has already reached millions, igniting grassroots actions for a sustainable future. He is also the author of several books, holds multiple patents in solar technology, and continues to inspire the world with his dedication to climate action. We are deeply privileged to welcome him as chief guest for Climate Stories 2025. Now I would request Sir to kindly address the gathering.
Hello, happy morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Is that request to me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We would like you to kindly address the gathering.
I just joined. Thank you so much and very happy morning to all of you. Thanks to all of you for inviting me. What a wonderful initiative this climate story is, and I'm really happy that something like this is happening and everybody is taking time out on Sunday to do that. That shows a lot of commitment of the Institute for Climate Stories. So thanks a lot, and my hearty congratulations to all of you for starting such a wonderful initiative. I hope Professor Prof, Director NIT is there, so hello, happy morning to you. Dr. Ravi, Registrar NIT Jamshedpur, and Dr. Sharma, Deputy Director, and everybody else present there. Of course, Dr. Naveen, who has been spearheading this initiative. I don't know if I can see once who is sitting in the hall and how does it look like, so that I can imagine whom I'm talking to.
Really sorry, sir. There is a technical issue in showing in that camera, so we couldn't show the audience-facing cameras. Really sorry for that.
All right, so shall I start then?
Yes, sir. Please, sir. Please.
Okay. Of course, a lot of people talk about the climate change and the activities that people are doing on climate change. My personal understanding has been that very few people understand the problem itself, and therefore, because we do not understand the problem, we are not able to address in the right manner, in the right direction, in the right time. And I hope the address that I am going to give you will bring you clarity on what is the correct understanding of the climate change and what is that we should do, or even most important is what is that you should not do, right? So learning what not to do is also very, very important. So let me share my screen to all of you. I hope it is visible.
Yes, sir. Clearly visible, sir.
So basically, climate is, and climate talks and climate stories and climate change is all about this nice blue marble kind of planet hanging in our universe, which is our home. And we don't realize that actually we call everybody our four walls and roof as home, but actually this is our home, and that is what we have to be keeping in mind. What I'm going to talk to you today is that on a finite earth, can we afford ever-growing consumption? We are all, there is a mad rush of that happening. Everybody wants to grow more, consume more, produce more. That you have to really understand. Is that really possible at all? My warning to all of you, wherever I speak, it brings you change, because when you become face to face with the truth, you cannot afford to not change. So if you have an allergy to change, do not listen to me carefully. But if you would like to change, yes, do listen to me carefully. My agenda is very simple, as I said. I'm going to bring you the clarity on climate change, what, why, when, and how of it. I'm going to introduce you the concept of finite earth, and particularly what I can do in my day-to-day life. Eventually will summarize the takeaway message and an appeal for donation. This whole climate correction is, I will tell you, is not something that governments can do or individuals. It's the role of individuals. We want this to be a movement powered by individuals, and for that, of course, we need money. So, open request to all of you, if you can spare, if not anything else, 11 rupees, so please do that. Well, I'm a professor of IT Bombay. I'm a married person. I have daughters, but I left my home for 11 years. Last time when I was at my home, it was 2020, and the next time when I'll go home, it is going to be 2031. Why did I do that? Have I gone crazy? कई बार बोलते हैं प्रोफेसर का स्कूल ढीला हो गया है. Not like that. Climate change is a serious issue. That's why I'm doing it. All of you are aware now. I've been traveling last 5 years, meeting lakhs of people, talking to them about climate change. How do we correct it? Let me start throwing a simple question to all of you. If you take a photo of our planet right now, the bigger home I called it, how is it going to look like? Well, I mean, there is two possibilities. You will see some parameters which are growing, and you will see some other parameters which are degrading. Look what is happening. All those parameters which are not essential for survival of human life are growing. Computer, AI, mobile. And all those parameters which are essential for survival. We cannot survive without this. Air, water and soil, they are all degrading. What a contradiction. And therefore the question is there something wrong in this world? How can you affect the base of your life, the air, water and soil, without which we cannot survive on this planet? Is it the smartness of modern humans? Or is it the stupidity of modern humans? That is what we have to figure out and realize. So something is wrong, and what is that wrong? That is climate change. The floods, droughts, heat waves, forest fire, ice melting, sea level rise. This is all becoming more and more common, more intense, more frequent. So much so that every single year is a distinct year from previous year. So climate is not only changing, it has changed. Not only that it has changed, it is accelerating. Every single year is a different year. And we know what is happening right now in Punjab. You know what happened in the last couple of weeks in Jammu Kashmir, Himachal, Uttarakhand. It's a disaster, but I'll tell you, this is only the trailer. Picture abhi baki hai. Most people do not realize how much big mess we are in already, and we are going to pay the very dear price, and our children will pay. Why such a mess is there? It is not because of the plastics, and it is not because of the no. You know, it's a favorite topic of a lot of people. Plastic. Plastic is a very tiny bit of a problem. The real problem is consumption of energy. Ever since modern humans got hold of carbon-based energy, coal, oil and gas, look what is happening. We started coal, gas. Today in 2025 we are using coal, oil, gas, solar, wind, biomass, hydro, nuclear, everything. But guess what? The coal, oil and gas put together is about 85% energy. And this is all made out of carbon, and every time you burn carbon it results in carbon dioxide. Isn't it? So every consumption results in carbon dioxide. What are we consuming? Well, we don't realize that when we brush our teeth, it is a dangerous activity. A lot of people laugh at it. But I keep explaining, brush karna kitna karna chahe. क्योंकि brush करने के लिए toothpaste चाहिए, manufacture करो, package करो, transport करो. You need toothbrush, you need water चाहिए, fine, लोहा चाहिए, लोहा fine करना चाहिए, water चाहिए, magnet, copper wire, overhead tank, for that you need cement, concrete, iron, wash basin चाहिए, wash basin is ceramic, metric temperature of 1800 mirror to see your face. You need bulb to run some light in the bathroom, and then you need electricity. All this arrangement to perform a simple task of a life. The brushing teeth is so dangerous. Imagine what is happening every single minute. We are eating food, running PG, traveling, wearing clothes, using electricity, paper napkin, everything. So one thing you should write in big letters, I request Dr. Naveen in writing everywhere is, every action and consumption is carbon emission. The second disaster is, once this carbon is emitted, it has an average life of 300 years. You know what it means? It means the food that we are eating today, it will impact the atmosphere for 300 years. The AC that we might be enjoying right now will have impact in the atmosphere for 300 years. What a disaster that we add every single day in our life. This carbon dioxide is accumulating and accumulating, and look at how much it has increased in the last 100 years. There is 53% extra carbon dioxide sitting in the atmosphere right now. And carbon dioxide is greenhouse gas. 53% extra carbon dioxide means 53% extra capacity of the planet to trap the heat. 53% extra. And where does this carbon dioxide go? All this carbon dioxide goes in this atmosphere, and our science can grow, our technology can grow. Dr. Gautam, I keep asking everyone, with the science and technology, can our atmosphere grow? Answer is no. And what we are doing? We are throwing every time pollution and the carbon emission of our life into this atmosphere. Actually, what we have done, we have made atmosphere as our garbage bin. ये हमारा कचरे का डब्बा बन गया है. Can you believe it? सब लोगों ने इस एटमॉस्फेयर को कचरे का डब्बा बनाया है. कहीं भूल जाते हैं इसी एटमॉस्फेयर में मनुष्य जीवन संभव है. There is no other place in the entire universe where human life can survive. This is the only place. But look what we are doing. We call ourselves modern, smart, educated human beings. There is a question mark on this. All of you should think care of it. Temperature of the planet is rising and rising, and body temperature 2 डिग्री बढ़ जाए ना, 100 डिग्री हो जाए तो बोलते हैं बुखार है. इस समय धरती का तापमान 2.5 डिग्री सेल्सियस बढ़ चुका है. You can say planet has got the fever. Planet has got the fever. And if we get a fever, what happens? We lose balance. Planet has got the fever. Planet has also lost the balance. It cannot behave properly. There are floods, there are droughts, there are heat waves, there are forest fires, there is ice, all kind of erratic things are happening. Thanks to all of us modern humans. Planet is becoming, by the way, very long every single year. Last year was the largest year in history, I believe. मनुष्य जीवन के इतिहास का सबसे गर्म. And like every physical system, there are thresholds. There are thresholds. रबर को थोड़ा खींचेंगे, छोड़ देंगे तो वापस अपने ओरिजिनल स्टेट में जाएगा. ज़्यादा खींचेंगे वैसे ही क्लाइमेट का है. If you are going to stress it beyond certain limit, it is going to break down. So what are those breakdown limits? 1.5 degrees centigrade and 2 degrees centigrade. At 1.5 degrees centigrade, climate change will start to become irreversible, and at 2 degrees centigrade, it will be completely irreversible. No human effort beyond 2 degrees centigrade will be of any use. भले ही दुनिया के सारे लोग साधु संत बन जाएं, फिर भी 2 डिग्री के बाद क्लाइमेट को ठीक नहीं कर सकते. इसलिए जो भी करना है आज अभी करना पड़ेगा. And Professor Gautam, I keep saying every institution, आप एक काम करो, 1 महीने के लिए institution को बंद करो. Don't teach engineering, it doesn't matter. Why? Because our students are very smart, they will be doing wonderful, they will be living wonderful provided we let them be. The first thing our students have to understand is what is climate change, why it has changed, what are we going to do, how are we going to do it. There is not much time left. How much time left? Look at this number. For 1.5 degrees centigrade, the time left is only 3, 4, 5 years from now, that's it. And for 2 degrees centigrade, we have 20, 25 years. Why people are not restless is my question to all of you, to everyone else, to all government, all politicians. Why you are not restless? We have only 20, 25 years. We don't have centuries. And by the end of century, by the way, the 2100, which is only 75 years from now, The global temperature will rise to minimum 3 degrees up to 6 degrees. The question is, would human life survive on this planet or not? Itself is a big question. Well, I have written one of the book which is going to be published by Pacman. It will release in December. I am raising this big question about the survivability of human life on this planet. So the million-dollar question is, how do we correct it, and particularly what to do. And as I said, more important question is what not to do. That we have to also understand. I hope I am going to throw some light on this. First, we have to understand who has caused the climate change. And I keep asking that all educated, smart people, what they say, who has caused the climate change? Humans have done it. I have not done it. That is what people say. Humans have done it. And I keep asking, are you not human? Then they realize, they say, we have done it. The answer is not we have done it. I have done it. Because I am the one who is consuming. I consume, I use electricity, I wear clothes, I eat food, I travel, I enjoy the comfort of my home, chair and everything. So first thing you have to realize for climate correction, it is I who is responsible, not government, not industry. Government can produce and provide services, they are not the consumer. Industry can produce, but they are not the consumer. I am the consumer. Also we have to realize that what is not working as a solution. A lot of people are unnecessarily focusing a lot of energy on other things. So what is not a solution? Planting trees is not a solution. Today, our rate of carbon emission is so high, 4 trees cannot trees is not even a 1% solution today. Collecting plastic and all is not going to work. It's again a tiny bit of a problem. Policy making is not working. We are making policies all the time. National policies. Technology has been growing by leaps and bounds, but problem is growing even faster. And economic growth also not. I keep saying cancer cannot be treated by taking paracetamol, therefore climate cannot be solved by planting trees, collecting plastic, policy making technology. No. What do you have to do? You have to address the root cause of the problem. The root cause is carbon, energy, consumption. Until unless you work on that, nothing in this world can help you to solve this problem. You have to also realize that it is an emergency. Most people don't, and that's why I'm saying, please be restless. Being peaceful at this moment is not a virtue that we all should be looking for. We all have to be possessed. Why? Because 1.5 degree, 2 degrees is very, very fast. And once we cross this catastrophic levels, our food system, water system, health, everything is going to be expensive. We have to pay for it, and it is going to be painful also. And I'm sure we don't want such a situation. So it's an emergency. Behave like an emergency. Take right now. Leave everything aside and do it right now. And who can respond to this emergency? I believe governments cannot. They are elected for 4-5 years. Justice cannot. Media cannot. But it is academic institution. You know why? Because we are the one who is nurturing the young generation. And this is this young generation who is going to live longer on this planet. And because they are going to live longer, they are going to suffer greater consequences. So not only it is our professional duty, it is our moral duty to make sure that students are educated, empowered on how to behave and correct the climate change. Well, the solution lies in realizing the fundamental truth. That 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, it will never change with our science technology. Similarly, there is another truth, that no matter what, science can grow, technology can grow, economy can grow, planet cannot grow, minerals cannot grow, soil cannot grow. No. Our planet is finite. With our growth, it is not increasing, minerals are not increasing, soil is not increasing. It is planet नहीं बढ़ रहा है, खनिज नहीं बढ़ रहे, मिट्टी नहीं बढ़ रही, तो आप सभी से पूछे अलमारी में कपड़े कैसे बढ़ते हैं? गाड़ियों का साइज कैसे बढ़ता है? बिल्डिंग की कैसे बढ़ती है? रोड कैसे बढ़ता है? इम्पॉसिबल, राइट? सैलरी फिक्स होती है तो खर्चे फिक्स होते हैं, वैसे ही एक सत्य है, यदि धरती सीमित है, धरती के सारे संसाधन सीमित है, तो हमारी जरूरतें भी सीमित होना चाहिए. And I think all of you should repeat this. This is the one simple truth that we must follow. Without that, no climate story will be a real story. It is all going to be a good gesture. You can repeat with me. On the finite planet, with the finite resources,
With the finite resources,
With the final
they can only have finite consumption.
we can
And until unless you follow this, nothing is going to work. And that's why after 4-5 years of my yatra, I realized that the main message that you have to give, that is the solution you have to give, is recognizing the finiteness of our planet. And that's why our movement is called the finite earth. And our tagline is finite earth, finite consumption. As simple as this. Why? Because you and I can afford, but nature cannot. Professor Gautam, when your salary and my salary increases, when our business increases, what happens? Our capacity to buy increases. Nature capacity to supply does not increase. Nature is finite. इसलिए हमारा second thing like I can afford, but nature cannot. And today we are already overdoing. We are using 1.8 earth resources. We cannot consume so much. So the simplest, fastest, most effective tool available today is reducing consumption. We are consuming 1.8 earth. Come down to 1 earth first. That is the first thing. You reduce consumption. Reducing consumption will not take money, time, technology. Nothing is required. It's just matter of blink. You can decide and start doing it. So remember this phrase, I can afford, but nature cannot. We want to actually reach out to 1 billion people in 3 years. And I believe it is possible. And why? Because inaction is the action for climate correction. We don't have to do something. And I hope a lot of climate stories focus on inaction, what people have not done, and help reducing, because prevention is always better than cure. It is all universal, by the way. If you are doing finite earth movement, you are actually part of mission life. It is user-centric, it is going to make our economy stronger, it is going to be a global movement. So, one planet, one movement, and one future for all of us. Let us make the finite earth movement a success. What you can do in your day-to-day life is very important to understand. That we have to understand the consumption and the problem that consumption creates, pre and post consumption. Even if you are sending WhatsApp message, it's a 4 gram of carbon. So consumption literacy is one thing. As business director, make sure that it is compulsory. Just 60-minute course. Everybody should be consumption literate, right from top to bottom, director to the student to the professor. Second thing, what to do? Follow 2P habits. Not just saving plastic or soil, save the soil, save the water. That doesn't work. You have to look at the 360-degree, because every minute we are emitting carbon. So what to do is 2P habits. How to do is AMG approach. I'm just going to show from some light. So 3 things are you have to do. Consumption literate. I'll share you the link. Every minute you have to consumption literate. 2P habits. Our consumption is divided into 5 categories to cover 360. Travel less, use item wise, purchase cautiously, eat carefully, and eliminate unnecessary waste. This is 2P. 2P is a character, by the way. All of you, you can actually print 2P and make it as a reminder to all of us. And then apply AMG. What is AMG? Avoid what is avoidable. If not, minimize and then generate. This is how 2P looks like. And AMG is better than RRR. RRR says reduce, reuse, and recycle, and that is not enough. In today's world, you have to avoid, because prevention is becoming difficult. Recycling is also not good, because recycling also takes energy and resources. So, minimize and generate locally as much as possible. This is the ultimate, what I call the universal climate action framework. American, Indian, institution, industry, individual, everybody can use this. Then, once you do this, what each one of us should do? Change ourselves. Reduce our own consumption, because charity should begin from home. Before you reach others, reduce your consumption. Then build a team, 1 plus 10. Then once you are reducing consumption of any kind, bring 10 more people on board. Make your team of 11. At my home, we do not use refrigerator, there is no freezer, there is no air conditioner, there is no microwave. I don't iron my clothes. There are so many things I can do. And after stopping all these things, I have become more healthy and happy basically. So all of you can actually do it. And then eventually, as I said, the third step is contribute, because we need support, we need fund, we need time, so that we can spread this message. I'm not going to go into details how you can apply 2P and AMG in your day-to-day life, but you can all yourself follow AMG action. Every action that you do, think of AMG. Can I avoid this? If not avoid, can I minimize this and can I generate it? So whether you travel or you write up or purchase, follow AMG. And if you don't follow AMG, I keep saying you have to say OMG, oh my god. Things are expensive. So in summary, 6 climate mantras, that is what I will remember. And I hope Dr. Naveen, you can put this as a poster in your institution. Number 1, recognize that it is an urgency, it's an emergency, something you can't behave now. Also, on a finite planet, ever-growing consumption is not possible. Third thing is, every act of consumption is carbon. Everything that you do affects the environment, so you have to take care of everything. And fourth thing is realizing that I consume, I cost, so I must correct. It is not good for your better. And follow 2 key habits in your life, 360 degree, not something, and apply AMG in the same way. If you do this, you are going to be sustainable in real sense, otherwise it's all with picking or sugar coating, feeling good. This is the request for the donation, or you can take a screenshot if you can, and I request everybody should do it, even if it is 11 rupees, please do that. You can also go to our website Swaraj.org and contribute from there, donate from there. And it's not my problem, I keep saying, climate change is not personal problem, it is everybody's problem. So everybody has to be part of the solution. If everybody is going to suffer also, everybody's children are going to suffer. So it is first time in human history, there is a problem that belongs to all humans, 8.3 billion people. It is not a state problem, national problem, it is a global problem. Everybody has to solve. I hope you have done this and you are scanning it and you are going to do this good gesture to you. 5 immediate action that you can do at NIT is join as a partner in the finite earth movement, announce it in the social media, start a climate action itself, get out at important locations, yourself on our portal, and commit something to donate annually. Institution itself can commit. Institution can start some kind of membership, even if it is 1100 rupees, it's great. You can take anything and everything, but everybody has to come to board. So my request for all of you to do that. This is what we want to make a public movement powered by people. That's it. We have, by the way, a lot of initiatives. I'm happy to know that climate stories are being started by NIT. These are our initiatives. We are trying to reach out to all kind of masses in order to bring 1 billion people on board. So, by the way, we are climate change hubs, schools and colleges, ambassadors, young generations, your student can become our ambassadors, can speakers. So, I'm training people to be speaking like me. So I'm giving workshops in various places, maybe one workshop you can organize where we created dedicated 10, 15, 20 speakers in Jamshedpur so that they can start talking because they are running out of time. There are FAME talks, like TED talks, we started FAME talks. This is the platform that we provide to everybody and anybody who reduces consumption either through ancient wisdom, traditional practices, scientific, whatever it is. We are going to launch what is called creative expressions. It is kind of a music, drama, art, poems, everything. We are going to launch a climate album next month. And then there are film competitions. The competition of not doing something. We give 50,000 rupees prize money every month for not doing something. Film competition. And of course, my art is going on. So various initiatives are there to bring 1 million people on board. And with this note, once again, hearty congratulations to all of you for starting something like climate stories. We need stories more than facts and figures. We need stories because that's still better with the human being. So with this note that I can afford, but nature thank you very much once again for joining. Thanks to the director, everybody else for sparing time on Sunday. I hope together we will bring the change and make this world a better place to live for ourselves and our future generation. Thank you so much.
Now our Honorable Director, Professor Gautam Sutradhar, sir, is going to address and to address you.
Thank you very much. I think now you can see me. I on behalf of all, just all people, present in this hall. And really thank you for your meaningful address, particularly on the climate change. And I really find that there is really 6 mantras on the climate change is very, very effective. And I want to advise the students who are here, they should learn so many things of your outline address. Thank you very much, Professor Solanki. Hope we will meet again. Goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And I'm definitely sure that all the young participants here who have come from various states of India, they are sitting here, sir, in front of us. So from various states, they're inspired by your heart-touching talk, and they will take the initiatives, whatever you have suggested, and what you give a line that is I can afford but nature cannot afford has become a mantra, and it has actually ignited a movement all over the country, and we could see that, and we will try to collaborate, and we will try to take whatever the mantras you have said and try to implement it in our campus, and we will be taking your suggestions in implementing them forward. And we are very, very grateful to you, sir, for joining us today out of your busy schedule and inspiring our whole participants and the NIT community here. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much.